Hi, beautiful Black women. My name is Abby. In this video, we're talking about how starting your feminine journey can cause jealousy, resentment, and tension from the very people who are supposed to love and support you, especially the women and men in your own family. When you begin your feminine journey, you start dressing differently, speaking differently, carrying yourself with softness, slowing down, and choosing rest. You'll start to notice people treating you differently. It won't always be positive. Some will look at you sideways. Some will make little jokes or passive comments like, you think you're too good now, or you're doing all of this for who? It's because your energy is shifting. You're no longer giving chaotic energy back. You're not matching people's dysfunction anymore. You're choosing peace, and people who are addicted to chaos don't know how to sit with peace. Your transformation forces them to sit with themselves, and many don't want to. Sometimes Black women will resent you for choosing softness. A lot of Black women could start resenting you. It's not because you've done anything wrong, it's because your softness highlights everything they've been forced to suppress. Many of our mothers, aunties, cousins, even friends were never allowed to be soft. They were thrown into survival mode from a young age. They had to be strong for everybody else. So when they see you choosing softness without guilt, they take it personally. It triggers them. It makes them feel like they missed out. And instead of unpacking that pain, they project it onto you. They treat you like you're stuck up, like you're doing too much, but deep down, they're envious that you're doing what they wish they could have done for themselves. You're not competing for men, but a lot of women will think you are. A lot of these women will assume you're becoming feminine to compete for a man. They think everything you do is to catch somebody, but what they don't get is you're not competing for anything, especially not for the kind of men most of them has settled for. Because let's be honest, most Black men in the Black community are not in a position to lead, love, or protect a feminine Black woman. Many of them are emotionally broken, financially unstable, spiritually lost, and just plain unavailable. So why would you be doing all of this for them? You're not. You're doing it for yourself, for your peace, for your healing, but because they did everything for male validation, they assume that you're doing the same. It's projection, and it's not your burden to carry. Many men will be intimidated by your calm energy. The resentment won't just come from women. Some of the Black men in your family or community will start acting funny because they're not used to calm. They're not used to boundaries. They're not used to a Black woman who doesn't overextend herself. When you stop overworking, stop entertaining disrespect, stop yelling or cursing or defending yourself, they'll say you've changed. But the truth is, you've healed. And healed women don't argue with dusty men. Healed women don't carry emotional loads that don't belong to them. And for men who were raised to believe that a woman's job is to struggle, serve, and stay silent, your softness looks like rebellion. It looks like disobedience. But in reality, it's just called self-respect. To the people who are still in survival mode, you'll be a threat. Your glow threatens people. Your peace exposes other people's pain. Your boundary highlights their lack of boundaries. And your softness makes other people feel hard, bitter, and behind. That's not your fault, but it will make you a target. People in survival mode will mock your rest. They'll criticize your beauty. They'll question your femininity because they're still operating from a place of pain. They still believe being a real woman means suffering, but you have tapped out of that. You've chosen to no longer struggle for love, fight for attention, or hustle for crumbs. That alone will make people uncomfortable. It's okay to outgrow your family. Here's the hardest part of this journey. You may lose people. You may have to outgrow your own blood. You may have to distance yourself from your mother, your cousin, your sister, because if being around them means constantly being shamed for your peace, mocked for your glow, or guilt-tripped for wanting rest, then it's not safe for your spirit. You don't owe anyone your emotional bandwidth. You don't need to constantly explain why you've chosen a different life. Sometimes the softest, most feminine thing you can do is walk away quietly and protect your peace with silence. You don't need to yell. You don't need to fight. Just disappear. Glow in peace and let them keep struggling if that's the life they choose. As soon as you start prioritizing your appearance, doing your hair more often, wearing makeup, dressing with intention, you'll start to hear things like, you're doing too much. Why are you dressed up just to go to the store? These comments aren't harmless. They're rooted in insecurity. A lot of people have gotten used to surviving that they've stopped caring for themselves completely. So when you start investing in yourself, it reminds them of everything they stopped doing a long time ago. They'll try to downplay your effort to make themselves feel better, but don't listen to that. Keep showing up for yourself. Even if it's just to go sit in your living room looking like a goddess, you're not doing too much. They're just doing too little. There's a dangerous idea floating around that softness equals weakness, that being gentle means you're easy to manipulate, but real femininity is power. It's not about being passive, it's about being selective with your energy. It's about knowing when to speak and when to be silent. It's about owning your beauty, your peace, your presence, without needing to be loud or aggressive. And truthfully, that terrifies people because they can't control you with chaos anymore. They can't bait you into arguments. Your emotional intelligence, your peace, your softness, those are strengths. Not everyone will understand that, but you're not here to be understood. You're here to evolve. One of the most painful things you'll experience on your feminine journey is being ignored. Not because you're invisible, but because people will pretend not to notice your growth. They'll act like your glow up isn't happening, like you didn't just lose the weight, like you're not walking with more confidence, like you're not glowing from the inside out. Why is that? Because acknowledging your transformation would require them to reflect on their own stagnation. And many people would rather lie to themselves than grow. So don't expect an applause, don't expect a congratulations. Your feminine journey isn't about being seen, it's about being whole. Even if they never acknowledge it, you know you've changed, and that's enough. One of the strangest parts of your soft girl journey is realizing that strangers will celebrate you more than your own family ever will. You'll have random women complimenting your hair, your skin, your aura. A little girl might look up to you like you're a Disney princess, but sometimes the people in your household, they might stay silent. Or worse, they'll act like you're doing too much, like you're seeking attention. But here's the truth, you've outgrown their version of you. They remember the version of you that was always tired, always in chaos, always settling. They don't know how to respond to this new, glowing, peaceful version of you, so they ignore it, or they try to bring you back down. Don't let that stop you. Their silence is not proof that you're not growing. It's proof that your growth makes them uncomfortable. And if it takes strangers to remind you of your beauty, so be it. Don't shrink just because the people who knew the old you can't handle the new one. To every Black woman watching this, please do not apologize for choosing yourself. Don't shrink to make bitter women uncomfortable. Don't dim your light to protect the egos of broken men. Your femininity is not arrogance, it's not fake, it's not a phase, it is your birthright. You don't need to be hard to be respected, you don't need to suffer to be loved. Keep glowing, keep resting, keep evolving, and most of all, keep choosing peace, even if it means walking alone. To all my Black women watching this, I hope you like this video, and until my next one, I love you so much. Bye.